Hey everyone, JSD, cool. I didn't die. Oh, right, that's right. Okay, so this entire intro has been derailed because I forgot that I didn't quite die when I jumped from the top of that last time when I actually finished building it. And now that I have feather falling, I of course didn't die. / pop the totem. But anyhow, welcome to another episode of Cool Craft Season 6. That was a little bit unexpected. Anyhow. In the last episode, me and Jaredy Cool for a bit started preparing this area here to be obliterated by the World Eater so that we can build an efficient witch farm in the center of it. And of course, that is what we're going to be doing today. We are going to be running this giant machine here. Of course, I'm at the wrong end, the less impressive end of it. But nonetheless, we are going to be doing that here shortly. Now, unfortunately, Replay Mod is not currently available for Minecraft 1.20.2. And also, based on how the chunk loading was working when we were digging the trenches, I think I'm probably going to have to just not time-lapse this, which is unfortunate, as these are some pretty cool time-lapses. But I'll try to put lots of updates in. Maybe I'll do some more first person, from my perspective, time lapses. Anyhow, in between episodes, I actually did do a little bit of work here. I put in this system here on both ends, and what this is, this shows us where we can place the blocks to stop these machines. Obviously, not every block is a valid location for the machine to stop at, because the way that this works is every time these flying machines get to the end, they get pushed down. But they get pushed down on each end. So this machine needs to be 2 blocks lower than it is now in order to properly deal with this machine when it comes back around. So when the machines come in, it triggers a push down, and when the machine leaves again, it again gets triggering a push down, which means that in order for it to work properly, it can only stop on every other block, hence represented by this pillar of smooth stone. Now, I've done exactly the same thing on the other side, so we should be able to basically stop this flying machine at any point. In fact, I am going to put in the first stopper a few rows down so that once it's gone a couple layers, we can see what's going on and regroup from there. So we'll go like there. Now, it is important that when you do put in the stopper block, it is just floating on its own on that level, because otherwise, it would break the machine, because there's blocks basically on all the other sides and things could stick to it, and yeah, we don't want that. Alright, I'm just about ready to pull the trigger on this thing and let it run down to that block there. See the fair amount of trees that are just going to get blown up, because yeah, it won't destroy much terrain there. But yeah, I have my alt account in the sky in position. I did a check to make sure that it's actually loading the whole area, and it is. So, I mean, hopefully it is. I mean, it's not, the whole area isn't rendering on the other account, but it should be fine. Now, before I set this thing off, I importantly need to run a backup, as some stuff has happened on the server since the last backup happens. So, run that. Then, here goes. It's live. Oh boy. As we can see, the TNT is gracefully flying over the top of literally everything. Not a single thing is within range of this TNT. This was certainly a worthwhile investment to build it at such a height. However, this does provide reasonable opportunity to make sure that everything is actually working. And by the looks of things, everything is, in fact, actually working. Oh, hey, we're covering up in some trees that might actually get... Nah, actually, no, they're still too low. And it's becoming nighttime now. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, this does look like it's all functioning properly. Which is great, because I hate it when I make one small mistake on these things, and then it just doesn't work. Like, only part of it pushes down. Oh, actually... Like, I think these trees here are what is actually important up at this level, because they are slightly higher. Oh yeah, there it goes. Get them leaves. And a little bit of log. This is riveting content, people, by the way. Like, oh, look at these trees are getting destroyed. Alright, the machine has run down to that redstone block I placed, and we've actually broken a little bit of ground here. This hill was actually particularly a surprise for me. I wasn't expecting that. But more particularly, this hill here has actually been destroyed a little bit. Actually, a lot of it. It's actually quite big. As well as that, most of the trees have been, I guess apart from right over here, have at least had a layer of leaves cut off, if not all their leaves completely blown away. Yeah, this is working well. So, I've also seen that it looks like it's actually updating pretty well on the second account here. So I think I will actually do a bit of a time lapse here for a while as it goes down. The world leader has now been run down to what is definitively deep slate. We're about y equals -6 at the moment for the base here. Now, I have gotten a few diamonds, but I think JRDCool has gotten a lot more because I've been, well, in the most recent section of running, I have been busy doing other stuff in real life, and JRDCool has been watching out for diamonds, so at least someone's getting them here. Diamonds are going to be basically worthless on this server after this, but Tyler, I guess, doesn't have very many of those, so at least we can swindle him or pay him for stuff that he's never gonna do. Anyhow, yeah, this here is where that giant, waterlogged cave that we were having problems with when digging the trenches was. It is mostly gone now. Here's, like, the very little remnants of it. But yeah, there was a time there where while we were digging down, more of the surface area of this was covered in water than when it was just the swamp. So that's interesting. Let's see, over here we have this giant underground lava lake, but we also have a lot of obsidian that's now going to need to be removed, because there was water, like, right above it. We couldn't really do anything about any of this water being able to pour down onto it, so we're just gonna have to remove all that obsidian in a little while here once all this water has finally gotten taken out. But yeah, ooh, diamonds. I'm going to now go over this, you know, make sure you got all the diamonds, and then we're going to run this thing down a few more layers, collect a few more diamonds, and then, you know, rinse and repeat. Alright, I have run the World Eater down a bit further here. We're now at like Y negative 20-ish. And I've already gotten a lot of diamonds. I think I had like maybe 30 diamonds before this section running. I now have over 3 stacks. So, and this isn't even really the entirely juicy stuff yet. But I also spent a while here, like 2 hours, mining out the obsidian that had formed in this lava pit here, because it was actually quite nasty. The sheer amount of obsidian that formed down here from water leaking in from above. Hopefully no other obsidian will form here before we get there, but realistically some probably will, and I'll have to mine that out as well. But yeah, more world eating. We're getting down there now, getting very close to the point where the lava comes important, but as you can see, more obsidian has formed. Yeah. I put up a bit of a wall here to prevent more obsidian from forming here, as there was a patch of water right up there. That has finally been removed, and I don't think there's any other water that could realistically threaten the lava here before we get down to it. Now it's just slimes that are going to threaten me. So, yeah, now I gotta mine a bunch more obsidian. It's less than last time, though. And the perimeter has been finished. Oh, fucking hell. I don't know. Okay, 1.18, they changed how the world is rendered vertically. It no longer renders the entirety of a vertical chunk at once and then just includes it by fog. Like, it actually will not render the bottom of the fucking world if I am up too far. But yeah, the World Eater has now finished running all the way down to Bedrock. As you can see, I have acquired a lot of diamonds. This isn't everything that I've acquired. There are stuff back at my base that I've dropped off that I've acquired, but yeah, also Jared Cool has gotten a bit. But yeah, this hole has already been quite profitable, I guess you could say. But yeah, now to build the witch farm. Alright, now it's actually time to build up the farm that we have made this entire hole specifically for. That is this shifting floor witch farm, which I believe was designed by El Mango. Oh yeah, I have no idea who the heck is the designer of this World Eater. I don't know. Someone did, though. It wasn't me. I'm not that smart. The farm has been constructed, and actually pretty quickly, thanks to Jared Cool coming over and helping out. I gotta flick this lever here just so that stuff starts shifting. I can turn the placement off here. And any witches that get caught end up falling. Now, I do have to also build this an AFK platform up here. I think Jared Cool is working on a storage system down below, so that is good. Also, why Minecraft? I have a path to the bottom of the world. I want to see the bottom of the world. I don't have Sodium or any other like frame rate optimization mod installed right now because I was having issues with, I think, Sodium, where my game would just start lagging after a while. So, oh, and also a little bit of chunk loading stuff. So yeah, I don't know what's going on down there. One more layer. Yeah, this is the AFK room here. All simple stuff, and now I gotta put a ladder in. Or actually, I will put in the storage system. Apparently JRD Cool just decided to not. So anyhow, we're storing all the major items. We got, our glowstone, gunpowder, sticks, sugar, glass bottles, spider eyes, and of course, blocks of redstone here, because I did put in a crafting system for specifically redstone blocks. I will eventually put one in for the glowstone as well to automatically compact that to glowstone blocks. But that's due to the fact that these crafters aren't exactly the same as the ones that are going to be added in the next update. I will need to actually build a system to shape the recipe for glowstone, which is a little bit annoying, and I'll probably have to add like 2 crafters because of that. So anyhow, alright, over 12 hours later, and we have acquired some results here, and I think having a quad witch hut last season kind of tainted my perspective a little bit on what to expect from a witch farm. So yeah, these results are slightly less than expected, but probably quite on par with what a witch farm actually provides. Next up in this episode is a bit more destruction. So over this way, where my base is going to be in the future, I am planning to build a pretty sizable building in the next episode, but that of course requires a little bit of flat land in this area here. So yeah, I'm gonna get exploding this mountain here, as it kind of is a lot of it in the way. Many hours later, and I have gotten rid of the hill. Just the hill, mind you. Basically all the land out to basically this area here, which is going to be the road, because of these cobblestone I marked it out with. All of this has to be flattened. There has to be more of it this way. Like this here is just the corner of the building, of the area for the schematic. But this took many hours and lots of pickaxe refreshes. Now I gotta move this beacon and anyhow. More excavations incoming. A while later, the excavation of the area has concluded. As you see, this is actually a very large area. Most of it was done by hand, not actually with bombs like I was initially expecting for myself to do. As you can also see, I've also started outlining where the roads are going to go around here. But yeah, so like this large area in the center, I'm going to turn this all into stone, and then that's where next episode we're going to build a building. So yeah, I'm going to finish up with this being stone, and also I guess I'd probably start putting in some of the glowstone for the edge of the road, just to light things up around here. Alright, I'm done for now, at least for this episode there. So I've cut out more of the roads around this way. I haven't bothered over here where there's grass. I've also included a bit of the road cutting over here and there. And of course, there is the glowstone and outlining of the area where we're going to be building in the next episode. But speaking of that, that is gonna be it for this episode. So I'm gonna say thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Check out my game, which is linked in the description, and I will see you all in the next episode of Coolcraft Season 6.